morning, everyone. How are you guys feeling? I was like digging through my fridge for something to eat for breakfast. I dig through everything and I found in the corner of my eye, I see this like small section that said, not said, but it had these like weird little wraps, right? I was like, are these wraps? What goes good with those wraps? You know, meat, vegetables, all of that. But we don't have vegetables that I would like on the wrap. So I was like, you know what? The best thing that I like is cheese. So I decided to pull out cheese from the freezer. I don't know what my parents are putting things in the freezer thinking it's gonna last longer. It does last longer, but it always turns hard. Like, are we supposed to put cheese in the freezer? Someone let me know. It's so cold. Oh, I don't like whole grain. Oh no. I think I need more cheese. Oh my god, it's hot. Oh no. I might have screwed up. Might have over melted the cheese. Look, it's causing a whole entire mess. It's so gooey. Maybe a little too gooey. It tastes okay. I feel like it will taste way better if you actually like whole wheat. I'm not a big fan of whole wheat, so that's why I'm giving it like a mediocre take. But it's okay. Just don't like whole wheat. And very cheesy too. Ignore the cheese. I haven't cleaned it up yet. This is half a lemon and then full lime. Lime is way smaller. This is why you don't see people use like pure lemonade, because this will take 20 years. Also, you have to add a lot of sugar to make it have flavor. Today I learned that I should be more confident in my answers because, okay, let me set up the scene of what happened. I was reading an article and being the friendly person I was, I asked my new seatmate if they were, what they believed in this article. Like, what do you think about this article? And there was like a bunch of questions on like the whiteboard saying, oh, is it a convincing / persuasive article? Or is it credible? Is it formal or informal? All those answers, right? And all that person's answers were the opposite of mine. I was like, what the hell? And then I try to try to be friendly. I'd be like, oh, it's just our opinions. Your opinions are wrong. But, it's all just our opinions. I didn't say that part. But, so that's what I said. And he was like, I would try to rebuttal what he was claiming, because a lot of his claims are just like based on this one paragraph, this one sentence in this one paragraph near the beginning of the article. And I was like, okay, and then I would be like, oh, where's the thesis of like this article? Like, what points are they trying to explain? And then he was like, are you looking at what I'm saying? I was like, buddy, keep explaining, I'll listen, but like none of your points make sense. And so after he went to the bathroom, like I went to a new group because they called me over and we were discussing it. I was like, damn, all this group's points are literally the same exact as mine, okay? And then when this professor went over everything, all the answers are the same as mine. So I was like, bro, what the hell is this? Is this guy trying to rage bait me? And then the nerve of this dude to like start, pretend he knew all the answers from the beginning is ridiculous. Like, he got all the answers right in the beginning. Because Buddy was like, oh, he kept shouting out the answers. He didn't raise his hand. Everyone else was being respectful and raising their hands and waiting for their turn. But bro was just like shouting the answers. But whatever. He was like so, I don't know. It's not like teacher's pet, but that those people that are like, oh, they always think they're right until like the professor or someone like corrects them. That's what I felt from him, because I was like, oh, telling him, oh, this one part, and then he would turn my page, and then he would like underline this one part of it, this one paragraph in this one sentence. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm done. Anyways, that's what I learned. I learned that I should be more confident, because I can't believe I almost fell for this guy's rage bait. I truly think he believes that was the answer, but whatever. Luckily, the teacher went over it. I also want to add, there's nothing wrong with getting wrong answers in questions, but it was just the way his attitude was. Wait, dipping this in tea is not actually bad. This is so random, but I was panicking earlier today because registration for classes is opened up during this week. And the annoying part is when it's opening up, it's also during the time I'm in class. So I'm probably just gonna ditch whatever notes I'm taking during that day, and I'm just gonna hope that I get the classes I want. Right now I'm just looking at classes that I need to need to take, that I have no choice in. Oh my god, I was looking at them whoa, there's a lot of this one class, and then I realized that's part of my degree. I found the classes that I'm gonna register for when registration opens, but now we have to deal with the real deal, which is my assignment, which is the most annoying assignment of all, but like also my favorite class, which is reading this textbook, highlighting stuff, and then writing the stuff down, and then actually doing my assignments. You know, I gotta understand the material before I can start doing my assignments. So yeah. Good morning, everyone. I was planning on doing more of my homework yesterday, but then, you know, choosing classes took longer than I expected. And then before I knew it, was already time for dinner. And, you know, after dinner, I tend to be lazy. So then I didn't do much of my homework, but that's okay, you know. Today, we're going to be locked in doing homework after class, after I get home from class. 1 minute, because last time I did 2. The bread turned hard as rocks. Oh, there's nothing inside. Oh, there is a little bit of meat inside. I'm so early that I'm the first one in class. Crazy. There's like one of my classmates that's outside, but whatever. I'm the first in class. That's all that matters. She was here before me, but whatever. Bro, my professor sent an email that I did not check because I don't check my emails, saying that class is gonna be online. So I think it's not like online, more like, oh, there has a video recording that we can check. And I had no idea. I was like, why is there no one in class? And then someone like was like, oh shoot, you know, and there's like, it's online class. Do you think crackers go with this type of tea? I don't think so. Okay, homework time. Because I have no choice. Good morning, everyone. My brain is blank, so I have no discussion topic, but yeah, it's time for breakfast. I don't know what to eat, so I'm just gonna eat this massive piece of bread. Oh, if I push it down. Okay, it's not hard. When I put it in the microwave for too long, it becomes hard, which is so strange. I forgot to grab my pencil case, and now I'm borrowing someone's pencil to write my notes. It sucks so bad. It's so thick. Look. Today, I felt like a hot mess. The professor was lecturing about something, so we're simply taking notes, right? Because I normally take notes, so it's easier to memorize. And buddy, I forgot to bring my pencil case, so I couldn't take notes. Luckily, my deskmate like came in handy, and he let me borrow his pen, which was like quite smooth, but like smooth to write with. But anyways, so that, you know, I faced that problem. But the next problem was registration dates. The time is literally in conflict with the time actually taking this class. So I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna like ditch my note taking. It's probably gonna be a couple minutes where I'm gonna find all my courses, and then I'm just gonna, you know, register for them. I thought it was pretty simple, right? I was wrong. It was very not simple at all. Let me explain to you the process of me trying to register classes. So I log in, nothing really, you know, nothing surprising happens. I log in, I'm able to log in, I'm able to select classes, but the annoying part was the class dates pissed me off. Why is every single class I want on this one day? I was like, what is this? 2 of the classes were on the exact same day. Like, that day is occupied, okay? And then sometimes when I want to choose that course, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna choose this course, but it's like at 6:30 in the morning or 6:30 at night. I'm like, buddy, I'm not gonna, like, and then it's gonna be another lecture. It's gonna be like, it's gonna last until like 8:30 p.m. or a.m. That's absolutely insane. No way, Jose. So I was like, you know what? I'll just like choose what course I want right now, like the ones that I ultimately need, and then the additional ones for credit and stuff I'll choose later on. And then I was talking to my deskmate because I was kind of in panic because I was like, oh shoot, what if I don't get my classes properly, blah blah blah, you know? I was like anxiously talking to him about it, and he was like, oh, you don't have to really worry, because he normally chooses his classes like a week later, because a lot of people end up dropping their classes or end up like unregistering for that class. So then he waits until that, because he's like, oh, he had no problem with it. He got all the classes he wanted even after a week. So it was kind of crazy. I was like, oh, I never heard of that before. But yeah, I mean, I could wait a week and then check if there's any, you know, if anyone dropped the classes during that time. Good morning, everyone. I'm not looking forward for this past week because I have so much assignments to do. I have to take notes. I have to do like more assignments and more assignments and more assignments and more assignments. And that's great. Oh my god, so much work to do. I'm like not looking forward at all. I feel like the more I think about it, the more I want to like procrastinate and not do anything. But you know, the longer I don't do stuff, the more hectic it's gonna be. So I'll do it later. You know, I need to eat breakfast first. I'm almost halfway done my notes from this textbook, and then I can move on to actually doing the assignments. Okay, this is gonna take forever. You know what I learned during last week's vlog? I learned that I was applying these wrong for the longest time. So let me explain what happened. I was like vlogging last week, right? And this wasn't included in that vlog because I thought, wow, this day is so short. What's the point of including it? So I didn't include it. But bro, okay, so I put this on my nose and I was like, what's going on? Why isn't it sticking properly like it used to be? And then I was like, I tested it out. I opened it, I like peeled it off my nose again, and I applied water to my nose, and then stick it back on, and then it was really sticky. And I was like, oh, the reason why it wasn't sticking properly for like the longest time was because I forgot to apply water on my nose to make it stick, because it has to like activate something, so then it can actually stick properly, or else it would just peel off. I was like, that's such a strange thing. But anyways, that's what I learned. Yes, that's what I learned during last week, even though I've been using these for so long. I was like, why didn't it work before? Why isn't it working now? Because it used to work really well. But that was because I used to follow the instructions. And now I don't. So anyways. I used to put water on my nose. Okay, I guess I have to go back to my assignments. I'm not looking forward to it. There's so many things I have to do. And I want to give up so bad. But I feel like that's not an option, right? Anyways, okay. I guess I should get started instead of just procrastinating and talking to you guys. I hate this assignment so much. Normally, this is the easiest class that I have to do. I already finished the other class. I'm on to another class. This is the easiest class I normally do, right? But for some reason, this class, I forgot that we have a whole entire workshop. Like, basically, you have to sign up for these stupid workshops. And then, oh, you have to complete these workshops. And then I forgot to show evidence and stuff. I'm like, oh, you have to show evidence that you actually did this and what your goals are, blah, 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 right? Because it's self-learning. And, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I could care less about this assignment. I could care less about that class. I'm only doing it because I thought it was easy. What the hell is this? I'm actually so annoyed. I am pissed. I don't want to do this. And I have no choice. I could save this for later, but I feel like I'd rather just get this done and then I can just go down the courses I have, the stuff to do for each course. But I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna grab someone's head and I'm gonna slam it. Well, maybe I slam my own head against the table. Maybe it'll end me, and then I don't have to do this stupid this course. Anyways, I'm so annoyed. You can tell that I'm so frustrated. I don't want to do this at all. Maybe I should take a break, and then I can come back to it when I'm less stressed. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys this, but my mom bought a random Brita filter. I'll show you what it looks like, because I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. She bought these two things and I was kind of confused. I was like, what is this? Is this like, are these two separate things? I'm so confused. But a little Google got me realizing that the filter things is basically, it lasted for 2 months and need to replace it with a new one. And like one of those filtering things costs $10. I mean, it could be like cheaper if you buy 5, but that's like $40 or something. I was like, crazy. 2 months, $10. Guys, let me just boil water. I don't know why my mom bought it. She had no idea. So I was like, okay, you know what? She just bought it because she's like, clean water. Hello? We have to replace that? I mean, what a smart company, you know, because the consumer's going to keep going back to that company because they need to filter out water. Okay, I should probably start my assignments. I have a workshop I'm supposed to finish today. So it's like, that should take an hour. And I have to write like a review evidence and like evidence I finished it and how I apply this to real life. And just like photos, evidence, whatever. And then I'll be done. Then I'll be done with this stupid thing. It's going to take forever. Okay, whatever. This is the first assignment for today. Let's get started. I feel like I can keep talking and yapping about this, how annoying it is. But I feel like, you know, the longer I talk about that, the longer it's going to take me to finish everything. It's probably going to take on my weekend as well, but whatever. Then I get to vlog the weekend. How exciting. You guys can do assignments with me. And then you can hear me screaming chaos because I hate it. This is not an update because I didn't finish much of my work, which is a bummer. But I want to tell you guys about how I finally got access to my student email after months of not having access to it on my laptop. My phone I can get access to, that's why I wasn't really bothered. But basically, I was trying to log into my student where I submit my assignments on that website, and for some reason it says error. I was like, error, what's going on? It has this error sign and how I was using too much cookies. I was like, huh? So then obviously, I had to figure this out. How am I supposed to submit my assignment if I don't figure this thing out? So I figured it out. I had to delete like a lot of history. I had to delete my history from like a website that I don't use for some reason, because for some reason Safari saved that, like Google saved that. And I was like, okay, I deleted it. It was very annoying to delete because for some reason MacBook doesn't have like the Google app on their Apple store. So I had to like go onto my phone and had to download that app. Then I had to delete like the history and whatever. And then I finally got access to my website, onto my class website where I can submit my assignment. And then I was like checking out my email, and then finally my email worked. I was like, bro, after months, that was the problem that fixed my email. I've never had this problem with like my other laptops. Oh my god. Okay. Time to finally replace this pen. You see the ink? It's barely any, and I was struggling to write in my journal. So which one should I replace it with? I know, we should replace it with this one. There's a bunch of pens on my other desk. I should probably start my assignment rather than just start journaling. A journal for maybe like an hour. So I'm like 2 hours late to what I normally do my assignments, but that's okay. Okay, let's start. I don't want to read 11 pages of this though. 11 pages and then I have to make a summary. So yeah, yippee!